So this is what my morning looks like. Absolute mess. But it's Wednesday, it's my day off, and Lisa's school was canceled, so her and Juliet are upstairs playing, and I'm gonna take this guy for a hike, do a little small game hunting, but first I gotta finish uploading the vlog, last week's vlog, and then I get to play a little today. So this isn't gonna be a very long hike. Small game season is in, so I've got the orange to take out with the bow. But I thought I'd just go through kind of all the stuff that I'm taking with me for like just a small hike like this. Just kind of a list of the stuff that I'm using today. It is, as far as weather goes right now, I don't know if you can hear it, but it is definitely sleeting. Pretty heftily, so there's that to contend with. Alright, well, it's cold outside, so heavy base layer. These guys are like 5 years old. I wear them hiking because I don't really care if they get ratty. And then the Equinox pants are a light, early season light layer, really stretchy, but the few times I've hiked in them, absolutely love these pants. And as far as top goes, I'm just running the Fanatic hoodie and the Equinox jacket. Since I'll be moving the whole time, I think that'll be good. Always bring my phone so I can look at pictures of my daughter. Obviously my wallet that has my license in it. Fanatic gloves tab. And orange vest and hat, and then the tripod gets thrown in the pack too. It's just a standard tripod with a Manfrotto video top, head. Threw some Ignite in there just because I need a little boost this morning because my daughter was up at like 4 o'clock, which is always fun. And then I started using these marsupial pouches for my binos during hunting season this year, and my whitetail set of binos, the Maven C1s, I like the small compact profile of them. In the move, I can't find my small pouch, so I'm just going to use the pouch that I use with my bigger Mavens, and just so I can pull those up if I need to. And then as far as pack goes, Sitka Flash 20 is what I'll be throwing on today. So I can strap a tripod in, can hook the water bottle to it, and life is good. It's comfortable. These packs actually have a frame in them too, so they're really comfortable for short day hikes like this. I had one of these 4 years, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19. Or 3 years ago. I had the same pack just in open country. Really liked it, and actually hanging it in a tree stand for me worked great. It's got this nice little hook, you can hang it, you have access inside it. Not designed for that, but I really liked using it that way, and definitely not as user friendly in a tree stand as like their tool bucket or things like that, but I did like it, and it worked great for me. So as far as a knife, I always take a knife, but I picked one of these up. It's a Outdoor Edge, their Razor Light EDC, so it has interchangeable blades. I've used this for probably 2 weeks at work. Work in a music store, so we get packages all the time that need cut into. I actually used this in my drop ceiling upstairs to cut drop ceiling to make the light fixture fit. So this particular blade is getting a little dull. It's been used every stinking day since I got the knife. So their interchangeable blade system's pretty sweet. So I'm going to swap out the blade, but I'm also going to hang on to this blade so that I can put it back on after I'm done, and it'll be just my utility blade. Alright, I have pants on. I've always liked interchangeable blades. I had a Havalon for a long time. The thing that I didn't like about the Havalon was the system that it used to put the blade on the knife. Like, I would always have trouble in the field. These guys are really part of my ceiling stone there. But these guys are really, really simple. They literally just slide and snap in place, and there's a little release button there. You press that release button, it pops out. You take the new blade, razor sharp, brand new blade. Finally get to go out and enjoy the woods some.
So I'm in my office, guys, and I got a new package from New Breed Archery. As you can tell, this is a little tiny compound. If you follow along, Finn, I'm trying to get him hunting as soon as possible because he really wants to. And the trad bow here in Pennsylvania, you have to be able to draw 35 pounds. And he just can't get there with a traditional bow yet. But with a little compound like the Spawn, he definitely will be able to go hunting with me this year. So I'm not sure how I'm going to have it set up. I probably will have like finger gloves so he can just shoot with his fingers. I might add a sight, I might not. I might add some type of rest here for him to shoot. It's going to be interesting. I haven't messed with a compound in years, but whatever can get Finn out with me more this year, he's ready, in my opinion. He went rifle hunting this year. He's young, but I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. So if you're looking to get a bow for your little one that's not a traditional bow, or trying to get him into the archery scene a little quicker, this bow would be the ticket. So thank you, Kyle from New Breed, for sending us this bow over. Going to get it set up and probably give it to Finn for his birthday.
Alright, and just like that, I'm ready to go. I think. We'll see. Here we go. Figured I'd check this trail camera that's covered in ice. See if there's anything on it. Well guys, there is Anduin. Still has his horns on. Pretty sweet. So that was actually last night. Buck rub. Probably, not only am I going to miss this stump, but I'm also probably going to fall going down this hill to retrieve the arrow. Oh well. Well, this small game hunt has not been a small game hunt, it's been a stump hunt. I was at the top of the hill and decided to shoot at this guy. Nailed it. It's kind of hard to tell the angle of this hill, but it is like straight up. So I'm just gonna circle back around and snag the camera and keep stump hunting. Blast of a hike. Didn't see a single squirrel, didn't see a single animal except for some birds flying, but weather is beautiful. Just always an absolute blast to get out and hike, even when it's snowing like it is. So I'm gonna make way back to the house, spend the rest of the day with my wife and kid. And it's gonna be an awesome day, so always good to get out, always good to fling some arrows. Did kill a couple stomps, did miss a couple stomps, so I'm usually good at missing. Can't wait for summer to have fires out here at night. Gonna be our first year living at this place during the summer, so I'm sure this guy's gonna get a lot more use when we're actually burning fire instead of boxes and paper. But beautiful day. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Alright guys, I'm out in the garage here today. I wanted to give you a little update on the clicker situation. As you can tell, it's already off my bow. You know, I know for a fact I didn't give it a fair chance. I left it on there for a week. Was really starting to like it, but I didn't like having something that was functional on my bow other than the limbs. So in other words, walking through brush, stuff like that, it was getting caught on things. It was something for me to have to worry about, which I didn't want to have to do. So I took it off, and today I'm refletching my arrows to get the feather right where I want it. The feather to the nose is what I've used in the past as my psycho trigger, and it was just a little too close, so I didn't have to move enough. So I'm going to move them back a pinch just so I really have to engage that back, and hopefully that will take the place of what the clicker was doing for me, which was engaging my back more. So right now that's where I'm at with it. I'm going to add these 2-inch gateway feathers back to it. I'm all out of pink, so I think I'm going to go with white or green for now. But yeah, I'll show you how I do that. So as you can see here on the bowing jig here, you have marks. That's usually where I keep it. So I'm just moving it up a pinch, and that'll require me to engage that back just a little more and pull through my shot, hopefully giving me a better release. So that's a game plan anyways. I'm out here trying to stay warm. Everybody's probably like, why aren't you in the house doing that? Well, I could be, but I had to work on the quad, work on the plow a little bit, and the wife had to take the kids to the doctors. So I figured I'd just stay outside. So how I do this is to save yourself some time, guys. Just put one feather on there. I fletch 4 fletch. So that's the feather I use on the nose. So I'm just going to put one on there, draw it back, and see if that's where I want it. If not, I'll rip it off and re-glue. But I think I should be pretty close. So I'm sure you guys could tell in that video, which is why I always video myself, I tend to draw past my anchor and then settle in, and when you do that, you disengage your back. So what you should really do is try to go back straight to that anchor and stop. Why I tend to settle in is I use my last knuckle in behind my jawbone. So for me to get that solid anchor, I draw past it and settle into it. So I need to learn to draw back straight to it and not settle in. I think for a lot of guys, and Mike I believe does the same thing, it just feels good to settle into that solid anchor, but it's poor for your back tension. You can, and it's not the correct way, you can draw back, settle into the anchor, and then re-engage your back. So it's almost like you're getting back to your anchor, re-engaging your back, and then pull, pull, pull. Not sure it's the right thing to do. Mark's calling me right now, probably about the podcast tonight, so. What's up, dude? Good, good, just out on the vlog right now. It's actually perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and fletch these up. I've been getting some questions also about the watch I wear. It's called the Sunto Transverse Alpha. It's a pretty sick watch, does everything you'd want. I'll try to put out a review about this watch here in the future. So anybody wanting to know, that's what it is. Also, Gateway feathers, 2-inch razors. I use the Gateway glue for those and the powder to keep them dry when I'm hunting. Selway quiver, RK1 from Striker Bows and New Breed Archery. That is a homemade tab, and yes, I shoot 2 fingers. So I'm trying to cover some of the things that I forget to cover. A lot of times I get questions that I don't expect, things that I've been doing for a long time and little things. So I'm going to try to start chiming in on some of the products I use, only because we get flooded with questions anyway, so it's kind of easier to hammer those out when we vlog. The system on my arrows is the Velcro center pin system, and it is super slick. So this one has the footing already screwed onto it. And that is it. Pretty sick setup. That's how I'm getting my high FOC. The easiest setup to set your arrow up for high FOC, in my opinion. So anybody looking to do new tuning this year, extremely light shaft, grain per inch wise as you can get to spine out, and go with the Velcro stuff. It's pretty legit. Alright guys, I'm back in my garage here. I didn't get much time this week. My son had a hockey tournament and whatnot, but I did go to leagues. I got my arrows all fletched up. They're pretty exact, so I'm going to take a few shots for you guys and show you how I use the feather to my nose as a psycho trigger. So hopefully this will help somebody. One thing I kind of hate about traditional archery is having to turn your hat around. So that's the only thing. I haven't shot at all yesterday or today, so I'm going to try to do this correctly. We'll see what happens. Take 3 shots here. There we go. I really wasn't aiming. I'm only shooting 10 yards here. Let's see how I did. Bump my ISO up so you guys can see. There you have it.